Hello, everybody. Welcome to another night of the Lincoln High School Film Festival. Tonight, I am joined by Chris and Lindy Boustet, two of our wonderful judges that have been watching all of our films. Really quick, would you mind introducing yourselves, just saying what you're working on now, what you've worked on in the past, anything you're particularly proud of that we should check out?
Well, I'm Lindy Boustet, and
I am Chris Boustet.
I mean, 2020, we haven't really been working on a lot because it's kind of the film industry is on pause, like much of the world, due to the pandemic. But we've made 3 feature films, about 20 short films. We've worked on television pilots. Chris has edited a couple of other major features that are on Amazon Prime. But the most recent thing that we've done is I teach screenwriting at the women's prison down in Gig Harbor. And we took one of the scripts that one of my students in that class wrote, and we made a short film in February, right before we locked down with the pandemic. And so we've just been slowly in 2020 working on it in post, and we just finished it a couple of months ago. We haven't released it yet. We're still trying to figure out how to release it now that film festivals are kind of virtual for the time being. But that's kind of what we've been working on. We've been doing some writing. We've just been kind of focusing on getting through 2020.
This is a first-time event. What made you interested in saying yes to being a juror for the film festival? Really curious.
Take this one, Chris.
Well, we both really love education, and we like sharing, whatever expertise we may have. It just feels better to share it than not share it, that's a very ineloquent way to say that. But, and then just getting an opportunity to see young people's work is always really exciting. There's a film festival in Seattle called NIFTY, the National Film Festival for Talented Youth, that I'm sure many of the students are probably aware of already. But we will often get passes or tickets to those shows just because, what people in junior high and high school can come up with with little resources and no real like professional training. So you're just seeing this like unfiltered storytelling ability. It's frankly, it's thrilling, you know. It's not like every film is going to be a solid rock of gold or anything, but it's just seeing the potential in students it makes me very, very happy.
Well, and also we know what it's like to be students just starting out and just trying to figure out how do we find our voice? How do we tell our stories? How do we use this medium that, I mean, students now are way more versed in it than we were when we were young. But we know how important it is to have, older people in the industry to watch our work and what that means to us when you're young and you're starting out, and to get that feedback. So we want to pass that on. We want to be the adults we wished we had when we were that age.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time. We really appreciate you just watching the films, being jurors, and just for supporting the program. We really, really appreciate it. Now, when you're watching films, like what characteristic of a film contributes most to your appreciation of it?
Well, I mean, lots of things. I know for me, I want to feel something. I want to feel like I connect with the characters in the story, that I feel like I'm getting a sense of what it's like for the director, like the vision and the voice that they're trying to convey. For me, film is all about connecting. It's about, really sharing your truth and connecting with others over that truth. And so for me, I'm always just like focused on, what am I feeling? Are they letting me in? Am I able to feel something? And that could be just like, am I laughing? But I just want to feel something.
Yeah, I mean, I completely second everything that Linny just said. And I think for me, it's like the story has to be solid and the performances have to be solid for all that stuff that Linny just said, in order for all of that to be possible. And something that I think is maybe overlooked by younger filmmakers, because it is kind of an esoteric idea, is just the notion of tonal control. Like, as an audience member, I'm waiting for this. I mean, this is going to sound super weird, but I'm always waiting for this moment when I'm watching anything where I feel like, I'm in good hands. Like, the filmmakers know what they're doing. And then I can kind of give up, like the sort of critical side of my brain disappears, and I just like fall into the story like that. And it's really hard to identify exactly what that is, because it's not just going to be cinematography or editing or music or whatever. It's going to be this total package. But yeah, all of it is in service of evoke a feeling for the audience. Yeah, that's the key, as Lindy said.
And I love watching student films and younger student films. I am a big fan of all content that has to do with like the high school age. Believe me, if there's a show about being a high schooler, I have seen it. I have watched it. Maybe it's because I'm now double that age that like I'm going back and wanting to feel nostalgic for that time period again. Because there's just so much at that age that you're trying to figure out about yourself, about the world. And so I just love to see these voices come out that help us old people understand what it's like to be a younger person in the world right now.
Yeah, well, thank you. And I really hope that as people are continuing on their filmmaking journeys, that they'll take some of that into account and start creating those films that really connect and deliver that full package. It's so hard, but it really sets the really good films apart. It's great.
Well, and I'll say one thing, and this is something that Chris and I both teach a lot, and it's something that we apply to everything that we do. And Andrew Stanton, one of the founders of Pixar, this is like one of his big mantras, and it's just make me care. And just remember that whenever you're wanting to create anything, what are you making the audience care about? And are you hopefully making them care about something?
Hello.
Yeah, what's good?
Rogers Park, 11 o'clock p.m. Come alone.
Okay, bet. Guess I'm going. Big challenges. No. Straight to voicemail again? It's getting late. What the heck? Where is he? Maddox? Is that you? Come on. Look, you gotta help me. There's this guy. It's Jason.
Oh,
You
no.
got police.
Another night hungry.
Julia? Maddox? Dude, wear a mask. Oh, you're right. It's COVID season, huh? Okay, so like, why didn't you just tell me it was you? Like, what's with all the weapons?
I don't know, it was a funny prank.
But you have like a club.
Oh, well, Halloween's coming up, so I had to, like, stock up on funny stuff, right?
Okay, but one thing I don't understand, what was with that crazy lady?
What crazy lady?
You know, the one in the house.